In cities across the country, sporadic protests against a buckling economy have often turned into anti-government demonstrations, magnifying the challenge to Iran's leaders as they face restored American sanctions.
What we're seeing is that a lot of the promises of investing in the Iranian economy is now going to be pulling back, and the Iranian people are going to be feeling a lot of that withdrawal.
The United States will withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal.
When the Trump administration pulled out of the Iranian nuclear deal in May, it was months before sanctions would be reimposed. But the unilateral decision had an almost immediate impact on multinational business. At least a dozen major foreign companies have already stopped doing business with Iran.
Some of these companies are very familiar names for us, including Siemens, General Electric, Peugeot, and French Total in oil and gas.
With Europe leading the charge, a number of global companies committed to invest in Iran when sanctions were first lifted in 2015. Aerospace giants Boeing and Airbus struck multi-billion-dollar deals selling jets to Iran Air. General Electric received millions of dollars in orders from Iran in 2017, according to company filings. Volkswagen announced that it would be selling cars in Iran for the first time in 17 years. But now not only will American companies be restricted from dealing with Iran, so will anyone that has business interests in the US, which is almost every multinational.
We will not be able to compensate for everything that arises from companies pulling out of Iran, which feel their American business threatened by sanctions.
European leaders admit that despite their best efforts to foster other trade channels, they can't force nervous investors to stay, leaving Iran with fewer reasons to continue with the nuclear pact. Iranians are already unhappy with slowed growth, rising unemployment and soaring inflation, in part because Iran's currency, the rial, is in freefall over US sanction fears. Should the country return to what the supreme leader calls a resistance economy, it may not bode well for citizens. Linda Kincaid, CNN.